Auburn Blitz is now on the air, your daily look into what's happening in Auburn athletics. With your host, Andy Graham, Brett Pritchard, Randy Lee, War Eagle.
Hello again, everyone, and good Thursday afternoon. Welcome into the latest edition of the Auburn Blitz. I am Andy Graham. Alongside Randy Lee, we'll be with you for the next hour, taking your comments, taking your phone calls, talking about everything going on in the world of Auburn athletics. Auburn getting a win over the LSU Tigers last night in Baton Rouge, a very impressive win for Auburn, winning by 18. I didn't see that one coming. I thought Auburn should win the game, but to go down there and play as well as it did, let's be honest, LSU not a great team right now. Just kind of rebuilding that program after the Will Wade
debacle.
You want to call? I was going to say.
I'll do it for you.
I was going to say disaster.
Okay, either works.
But you were going to say that'll work. But losing basically the entire roster and having to rebuild it in 1 year. You could say they've done pretty good work being 12-6, but now 1-5 in the SEC. But Auburn taking care of business, doing what they ought to do, and seeming to play a little bit better. You're getting Jalen Williams to step up consistently, getting Alan Flanagan starting to contribute more and more consistently. So you get 8 from K.D. Johnson last night. So good things happening for Auburn basketball. They're now 5-1 in the league and headed to South Carolina this weekend with another winnable game on the road. So really needing to load up because the back half of the schedule, as we talked about yesterday, really loaded, and you're going to have to deal with the best teams in the SEC in the West in the latter part of the schedule. So very important to take care of business right now. We'll talk about that. Bounce around a little bit. We started some questions about for Auburn posing going into the off season. We'll kind of continue that today. Get Randy's opinion about that. And it was announced spring game, April 8th, I think. So looking forward to that. The first spring of the Hugh Freeze era of Auburn football, and what will that look like? With all these different pieces that you're bringing in from the transfer portal, which is now, I think, one of the, it's top 2 or 3 in the country as far as bringing in talent in the transfer portal. That's something that we're not used to around here. So that's good news for the Auburn program as well. We'll talk about these things. Obviously, we'll take your phone calls. We'll take your comments. Love to hear from you as always. 256-234-6221. That's our number here. Give us a call. Let us know what's on your mind on this beautiful Thursday afternoon after a rainy day yesterday.
Warm. You glad to see it, Andy?
I am.
I know that you are, and so I can always tell you got a little bit of a glimmer in your eye when it's 70-plus degrees outside, and we've got that today. So let me give a quick couple of thoughts about watching the game last night.
Please.
3 games ago, if I were to tell you that Janai Broome had 10 points combined in the last 2 games, do you think we win those basketball games?
No.
I don't think we stand a chance 3 games ago. I thought we were that dependent on him getting 16 to 20 in the paint and the ability to go to him when the offense just totally breaks down. Because it looked like that was where we were headed. But I think we get 6 from him a couple of games ago. We get 4 from him last night, 10 points combined. Auburn still wins the basketball game. Another key that I see last night is I think if this Auburn team can stick around 10 turnovers, we're a lot better.
Yeah.
Because defensively, it's exceptionally hard to score on us. I think we're the 3rd-ranked defensive team, if I saw this stat correct, the 3rd-ranked defensive team when defending the three-point shot in the country. So we've got some great three-point shooting teams coming down the line, the key one being Alabama. And you got to find a way to defend that, not have them open shots. But also, if you get close to those 20 turnovers, you probably got another 10 or 12 points off turnovers that you're getting in those last 10 turnovers. So Auburn, 3 games ago, we have 8 turnovers. 2 games ago, we have 10. I'm 1 game off. So 4 games ago, we have 8. 3 games ago, we have 10. Then we bump it up to 20, and we give up more points in that basketball game. And then we come back last night, we only have 10 turnovers, and we only give up 49 points. So those are some keys that I'm going to be looking for moving forward. Guys are stepping up. Yeah. K.D. Johnson played better last night. Leor Berman played better last night. He's gotten minutes.
You get 8 points from Leor Berman.
I think you can consistently get more of that the more confidence that he gets. That, look, it's impossible to play this game thinking you're only getting a couple of minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, every time you jack one up, if you're looking over there at the bench, and I've had coaches like this before in my life, every time you shoot one, you look over there at the bench and you see if that guy's giving you a dirty look. What's the odds of you making those shots?
I mean,
not many at all. And so Berman's no different than everybody else. If you're only going to get 2 or 3 minutes, man, you're probably just going to play defense, keep the ball moving, not do a lot, hope that you can stay in there a little bit longer and help the team out. But now
that's where Traore is.
I think it's exactly where he is. Now, he's got to play a little bit better in those few minutes that he's in there, but he's also got to be given free rein to put some shots up. And I watched that with Berman last night. He was aggressive.
Yeah.
You know, how many minutes did he have? He had 12 minutes 2 games ago. Last night he had 17 minutes. Man, compared to 3 or 4, you start getting 12 to 17 minutes. The expectations, you better look down at this stat line and be doing something. So your whole mentality changes. And I think Berman, watching him, and your thoughts, Andy, I think he can do this, and we need K.D. Johnson to do this on a more consistent basis.
There's no question. And the thought was always that Berman was going to be a liability defensively. I thought he held his own.
I've watched Berman, and I know which program he comes from. I've never thought that. Yes, look, a lot of this becomes white and black. You can spin this sucker however you want. I'm not going to sit up here. I'm not a politically correct human being. If you're expecting that, you're on the wrong program, my friend, with me up here. And some of that does become, that liability question becomes that. But I watched him in high school against premier athletes in 7A and 6A, and they played full court, nonstop, bucky-ball pressure at Mountain Brook High School, and he played like a 3 or a 4. He's tall enough that he could play, kind of bull around and play, but he was always defending wings, and he was always holding his own, and they never stopped running. They never stopped defending, and so it wasn't like they were, creeping back again in my white and black idea back in a nice little packed 2-3 zone, hoping that teams can shoot the 3. That's not the way they played.
Yeah.
And so I watched him in gyms where he had matchups that I thought weren't going to go his way, and he always seemed to rise to the occasion. I think it's just needing more minutes. And K.D. Johnson, if we can get him averaging 12 to 14, Andy, we can beat anybody, I think. I really believe that.
Yeah.
If he's at 4 and he doesn't look like he's got that mentality that he's going to get you anything offensively, we can get beat by the top half of the SEC. The beauty of Auburn right now is we play in the bottom half of the SEC. Bruce Pearl's got this program where we're going to win, even if it's on the road. My Lord, that's a long way from where we once were, and we need to just tap the brakes and say our blessings for what he's built over there, because he's built something when you can go on the road against not a good team.
Yeah.
But you can win by 17 points with
it's
ease.
the same team that beat Arkansas at home.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the same. They're not horrendous. I mean, they've played well. They've won some games. But to go in there, like I say, I mean, just going on the road in particular, you look at the way we played against Georgia, and you thought, I think that's what had people really concerned. Turns out Georgia's not that bad, and it turns out that Arkansas is not that good. So, I mean, we're finding out a little bit more about the SEC. We came into this season thinking, this is really going to be tough. There's a lot of really good teams in the SEC. Well, it turns out maybe there's not a lot of really good teams in the SEC. there's one really good team in the SEC, and there's probably 3 or 4 good SEC teams, and then there's a lot of mediocre teams.
The good thing for us is we're one of those 3 or 4 good SEC teams.
That is correct.
5-1. You look down at the record, we're 15-3 overall. We're right where you'd hope to be. Is this a team that was, what did we start, 19-0 last year?
I think that's
something like that. I mean, it's not a team that's got a top 3 lottery pick out there that you can lean on, but it is a team that's got 8 deep that can go out there and get you double figures, depending on who's playing well. And I think that's saying a lot. And I'm hoping that maybe with Berman consistently getting between that 6 and 10 mark, and I'm hoping that consistently, and I'm going to keep saying this because I think he's the X factor on this team's KD Johnson. If KD can get back to double figures consistently, this team's going to be so much better.
Well, this is what I thought I was going to see when the year began. You know, you'd have 2 guys. I was hoping 3 guys in double figures, and you would have like this, 8, 8, 8, and 5. You know, you would have 3 or 4 guys that get a hover around, you know, that 5 to 8 range, 5 to 10 range, and you would have the scoring spread out. But you know this, and you see what happens when you do this. You win by 18. Well, you know, like you said, a couple of guys like Flanagan, like Johnson, step up, and you get back to where John Ifrin was. Mm-hmm. You're dealing with a formidable opponent.
You're dealing with a team that's going to be really hard to beat at home
because of the way they play defense, especially.
Yes.
Up against our first break here. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more of the Auburn Blitz right after this.
This is Brian Bice with Bice Motors. With our all-star lineup of Dodge trucks, Jeep, SUVs, and Chrysler cars, we offer the area a team dedicated to making your next vehicle purchase a positive experience. Our sales team offers competitive pricing, and we back up all sales with a service department second to none. Bice Motors also offers the area's best selection of pre-owned vehicles. Visit Bice Motors at 2133 Cherokee Road in Alexander City.
Guaranteed lowest price. Buy it at Bice Motors.
Concrete Basement and Walls, LLC, 205-229-0234. Call owner Eric McKenzie now to get your free quote now. 205-229-0234. Concrete Basement and Walls, LLC.
Lee Apparel is your go-to vendor for screen-printed and embroidered apparel and promotional products. We print and embroider free custom-made graphics or outsourced designs on everything from t-shirts, headwear, corporate wear, team sportswear, high-end safety apparel, and promotional products. At Lee Apparel, you can always expect quick turnaround time, competitive pricing, friendly customer service, and free in-hands delivery on all orders. Visit us at leeapparel.com to get started.
WOTM is the television provider for all Alabama High School Athletic Association championship events and special programs. WOTM is your home for the Super 7 football, state finals basketball, baseball and softball state championships, the AHSAA weekly show, and WOTM also produced the first ever football playoff show, Super 7 preview show, and reclassification reveal show. Your exclusive home for all things AHSAA is WOTM. Contact your local cable provider to request WOTM to your channel lineup.
When you need an automotive hero, you got to call S&S Discount Tire Pros. With locations in Alexander City and Dayville, we are here to serve you today. From quick services like oil changes and tire rotations to in-depth automotive repairs such as suspensions, brakes, and tune-ups, S&S can take care of all your tire needs. You just have to focus on what's important and love the drive. Call S&S Discount Tire Pros today. We are automotive heroes, and we are here to serve you.
Skag, the toughest name in lawnmowers. Unmatched quality and performance for over 3 decades. The clear choice, the best mower money can buy for work or at home. Top lawn care professionals and discerning homeowners know that Skag means productivity and reliability. Every Skag mower is proudly built right here in the USA. Don't settle for anything less than simply the best. Skag.
Satterfield Outdoor Living on Highway 280 in Alex City. Whether it's Lake Martin, Lay Lake, or Logan Martin, boaters from all over the state of Alabama come to Alex City Marine, just off Highway 280 in Alexander City, Alabama, because it's worth the drive. With the best deals on unbeatable Suzuki outboards, Manitou and Landau Tritoons, and a great pre-owned inventory while they last. Alex City Marine is the pros the locals know. And no matter where you're from, when you're here, you're local to us. Alex City Marine, just off Highway 280 in Alexander City, Alabama. AlexCityMarine.com.
Heritage South Credit Union in Alexander City is your community credit union, and they have been for over 80 years. Heritage South Credit Union proudly serves Tallapoosa, Coosa, Lee, Chambers, Randolph, and Chilton counties. From checking to business accounts, to share savings to club accounts, to their kids club and investments. Visit them online at myhscu.com. Heritage South Credit Union, your community credit union for 80 years. Federally insured by NCUA.
Concrete Basement and Walls LLC, 205-229-0234. Call owner Eric McKenzie now to get your free quote now. 205-229-0234. Concrete Basement and Walls LLC.
No monthly payments for 90 days at Glenn Smith Buick GMC in Opelika. New GMC Sierra 4x4 crew cabs discounted up to $9,250 off. New GMC Acadias up to $6,250 off. And new Buick Enclaves up to $6,000 off. Shop online anytime at glennsmith.com. That's GLYNN Smith.com.
We have over 200 new and used vehicles on the ground or on the way. Get ready to smile.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and Randy here with you, just getting started on today's show, brought to you each and every day by Russell Dewitt Center. They got 10 locations around central Alabama for all your building supply, home decor, tools, whatever it might be. Go and check out Russell Dewitt Center today. You'll be glad that you did. Stephen chimes in and says, let's see, where is he? I think I lost it. I lost his comment.
He may have. He may have.
There it is. I'm sorry. Okay. Auburn's basketball has improved since the Georgia loss. Even Zep Jasper making some threes. So, and Brett says that Spencer Sanders, the transfer quarterback from Oklahoma State, headed to Ole Miss to play for Lane Kiffin.
Got a couple there that they've already picked up in the transfer portal. So the quarterback room for Ole Miss is going to be a tough room.
Yes, it is.
It's not like he's promising it to one or the other. So we'll see how that will play out.
Dart's back, right?
Huh?
Dart is back.
Well, and didn't they pick up a second transfer?
Did they get the kid from LSU, the Jamie Howard's kid?
Yes.
Okay.
That's who I'm talking about.
Okay.
Okay.
So so they got okay.
So now they've got both.
So you bring in two guys. Apparently, he was not happy with Jackson Dart.
I would guess. Now, the question is, after the spring, what's the ruling once you transfer? Can you transfer back out after a spring session?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, well, that's probably what Auburn's waiting on.
Now that, I mean.
Not them. I'm not saying those players, but I'm saying you at this point have to think that Auburn's going to sit back and wait for the best available transfer after the spring seasons for all of these teams. Is that where you are?
Yes.
Probably a good idea.
I don't. That's the only idea at this point. We were having the conversation during the break, and I said, "Well, I mean, you cannot go into a fall camp with only two scholarship quarterbacks, assuming you lose T.J. Finley, and you and Brad are of the same opinion.
You still have to.
You still have to.
I have no
even
confidence.
if he doesn't.
Yeah. So, and I don't think there's a chance that he doesn't. You think?
No chance.
Well, maybe there is if he doesn't feel that he has any takers out there. He's played himself into a position where if he did enter the portal, there'd be a really good chance. Who would
I was
take
going
him?
to say, I mean, unless you're going lower division.
I mean, you'd have to go way lower. I'm not sure anybody in SWAC takes him.
Really?
I'm watching him play.
Alabama State wouldn't take him.
I don't know that he. I watched them play last year, and I don't think he's an upgrade from what I saw them have on the field.
We've already sent one there, Demetrius Davis. He did okay.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I guess he's going to be back this year as well. I think we got a phone call ring.
Caller, you're on the Auburn Blitz. Charles, you there with us? Lost Charles, I guess. 256-234-6221 is our phone number. If you've got comments, we'd love to hear from you out there. We talked a lot about Auburn basketball in that opening segment, and doing what we normally do, we are transferring right over to football because it never ends, Andy.
It does.
Especially right now. I mean, there's more to talk about now than there's ever been when you add all of this transfer portal and the change-up of the team.
No doubt. And like I said, I started these questions yesterday. I'll continue these on. We got down to about number 3. Will Robbie Ashford hold on to his starting quarterback role? That is we were just talking about. Why would he not at this point?
Well, right now I'd say it's 90% that he will.
Right.
But none of us know exactly who. There's no part of me that thinks that we're not going to bring another quarterback in. So who is that guy, and how much experience does he have, and what system's he coming from? And
can somebody beat out Robbie Ashford in fall? Yes.
Yes. The right transfer can,
Yes.
with the right amount of experience.
Sure.
With a coach like Hugh Freeze that seems to do pretty well with change-ups and quarterbacks over the years. Different systems, different types of quarterbacks. I've seen him win with multiple. Caller, you're on the Auburn Blitz.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Good, Charles. Glad to have you.
Yeah, I could hear y'all a while ago, but y'all couldn't hear me.
We got you now, Charles, and glad to have you.
Okay, I was proud when Auburn hired Bruce Pearl. You know, I mean, I was excited because I know things was going to happen. But I'm glad that we didn't get Lane Kiffin. But I'm also excited that we got Hugh Freeze and all these new faces coming to Auburn.
Oh, absolutely. We needed some new faces, and I think we dodged a bullet with Lane Kiffin because that deal was almost set. I'm convinced that he backed out at the or maybe they both backed out at the last hour, and I think we ended up with the best.
And one other thing, I was watching the Zone the other night, and Jeff asked Doug Segrist, did he think Auburn could beat Alabama when they played them down there? Doug said yes, because that's a tough place to play in.
We've certainly handled Alabama here our fair share.
Very seldom is that game not close unless Auburn's just really bad at home.
Maybe we can keep our home winning streak up.
Well, it would be nice to play them well, and thanks for the phone call, Charles, and I would not be surprised. I really wouldn't. I mean, I think Alabama's clearly got a lot of talent over there, but it's a lot of new talent, including quarterback room's got to be shored up, and the decision has to be made there. But Auburn about beat them a couple of years ago.
And Auburn at basketball at home.
We talking about Auburn? Is he talking about Auburn?
I'm thinking either way.
I like our chances against Alabama's basketball team because we defend the 3. Now, if you leave Brandon Miller and that crew open the way that I saw Saturday, nobody defended him Saturday. That sucker had wide open shots. And he's special. I think he's probably the #1 draft pick in the NBA draft. I think he's that good. But he doesn't have a high, arcing shot. The ball is a low release. You got to get up in him and make it tough. And I think there is some things Auburn can work on. I'm glad we've got about 7 games to get prepared for that.
Yeah. Who we sick on?
KD Johnson. That's who I run on.
Up against a break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more right after this.
Growing your business isn't just one thing. It's a million little things. Should you lease, rent, or own? How fast can you get that part? Does it fit the budget? That's what your local Cat dealer is here for. With expert advice, flexible financing, and industry-leading equipment, you can get the job done day after day. Visit ThompsonCat.com, your compact equipment provider.
The Eric McKinley team at Mortgage Pro in Alexander City is the perfect lender for all your mortgage needs. Property values have increased and interest rates have never been so low. So if you haven't looked at refinancing your house in the last 6 to 12 months, Mortgage Pro is here to help you take advantage of that. Our team is closing loans in 15 days or less, so give us a call at 256-397-0248 and let our team go to work for you today.
Frontline Outfitters provides all your aftermarket parts for your cars, trucks, and as well as your professional tinting solutions for auto, residential, and commercial buildings. Frontline Outfitters also handles vinyl wraps, spray-in bed liners, truck accessories, LED lighting, paint correction and detailing, and much more. Make sure Frontline Outfitters of Alexander City is your first call for tinting and aftermarket solutions. Call us today, 256-409-8100.
The interstate is backed up this morning due to an accident.
So you don't like sitting still on the interstate? Get the free Algo traffic app. With Algo, you'll have the information you need to avoid problems on your route, to work, to home, to the beach. Traffic backups, wrecks, lane closures, all with current info and live traffic camera feeds. Know before you go with Algo Traffic, ALGO Traffic from the Alabama Department of Transportation. Get it today and arrive on time.
Country Clipper zero-turn mowers are designed for comfort, accessibility, and ease of use. Only Country Clipper offers your choice of steering options with industry-exclusive joystick steering or twin lever steering. Their patented stand-up deck, standard on every model, allows for quick access to the underside of the deck for routine maintenance. With a wide front step and optional handrail, getting on or off your mower has never been easier. Stop by Fun Carts of Opelika today for a test drive. Country Clipper mowers, designed for you. Fun Carts of Opelika, located at 618 Lee Road 113 in Opelika, Alabama.
Russell Building Supply and Home Center is just around the corner in a brand new convenient location with a wide selection of grills, hardware, tools, paint, lawn and garden, and much more. The new store offers more home improvement items along with other helpful conveniences like a drive-through lumber yard and our Best Rewards program, making it an ideal destination for do-it-yourselfers and professional contractors. Get ready for game day on the plains by stocking up on all your Auburn tailgating gear at Russell Building Supply and Home Center.
EnviroCare is the standard in East Central Alabama for all your pest control and termite needs. EnviroCare exclusively offers Centricon termite colony elimination system that is the industry's most effective termite control to protect your home year-round. The EnviroCare team's service is also the standard for our customers. From eliminating home pests to superior termite control, nobody cares like EnviroCare, serving Lake Martin and East Central Alabama.
For more than 40 years, Ingram Equipment Company has helped companies, towns, and cities with their dirtiest, most challenging jobs by providing the very best equipment and by helping them keep in tip-top working condition. IEC represents leading manufacturers such as Heil garbage truck bodies, Timco sweepers, Step pothole patchers, and many more. We proudly support all athletes and teams that compete across the state and wish them good luck this year. Ingram Equipment Company, ingramequipment.net.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and Randy here with you for about 30 more minutes in today's show. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us today, brought to you each and every day by Big Fish Real Estate for all your real estate needs here in the Lake Martin area as well as down there on the coast. Give them a call today, 551-BIG-FISH, or look them up, bigfishlakemartin.com. We were talking about the quarterback position. What will that look like in the fall? Will Auburn bring in a transfer quarterback? The time has passed, at least for the transfer portal. And this, at least bringing one in for the spring. But I would imagine there will be several available after the spring. We'll see what Auburn does with that. I can't imagine they would go through the fall camp without just Robbie and Gardner and I don't know. I guess Sawyer paid. We'll see though. It's a new era at Auburn. Who knows what will become of that? Looking down these questions, 10 questions for Auburn heading into the offseason. can Elijah McAllister be the next big pass rusher at Auburn? When's the last time we had do you consider Derek Hall a big-time pass rusher?
Not as good as D. Ford.
No.
So I thought he was good.
Yeah.
Thought he was well above average. I thought he was a good player. I thought D. Ford that last year was way above average. Yeah. I thought speed and athleticism, he was kind of a difference maker. But, no. The best pass rusher we've had in the last 12 years is Nick Fairley. He was a disruptor, and he was tough. Yeah. And he caused problems. But other than that, we've had good players on the defensive line. It hasn't been the issues that we've seen on the offensive front, but I have no answer for this one.
Who was the number 4 who did the bow? Well, he had a great year. I can't ever remember his name for some reason. I don't know why.
Well, it was really just the 1 year.
Yeah, it was just the 1 year, but it was a really good year. He may have, he was pretty good. But yeah, Elijah McAllister, I think he comes in. He's a piece. I don't expect him to be great. If he can give us what Iku Leota gave us, I'll be very satisfied.
Yeah. If we get the production out of the defensive line that we got from the transfers that we brought in last year, I think all of us would be thrilled.
Oh,
they all played really well till the injury bug hit. We weren't losing football games because of their play. Let's put it that way.
That's true. I agree with that. Is transfer Holland? Thank you, Jonathan. Yeah, Holland. Yeah, Jeff Holland, wasn't it?
Yep.
Not Jeff. Was it Jeff?
I think so.
It was Jeff.
Yes.
Is transfer Dylan Wade the answer at tackle?
We hope so.
Yeah.
That's what we're being sold.
Him and Gunnar Britton both.
Somebody's going to have to be the answer. Somebody's got to get snaps, and it's not like we're questioning whether he can beat out someone that we've had on campus for a couple of years and we can upgrade there. There is no upgrading. You got to go and you got to play, and so yeah, we need him to be. And the good thing for Auburn is we've gone out and we've got some guys that have had a lot of snaps in college football, maybe not at the SEC level, but at other programs, and that means that they're not going to be a deer in headlights. They'll be able to perform pretty quick, and that's what we needed.
Ideally, and now you never know. You always come in with a plan. You always come in with an idea. As a fan, you see these guys coming in, you see what they have done and where they come from. Ideally, you think the Western Kentucky Gunnar Britton is going to be your left tackle. Ideally, you just think, okay, you plug him in there. And it's between Isaiah Miller and Dylan Wade for that right tackle. And that's the competition there. Kobe Smith is thrown in there as well. He's a guy that's been in Auburn for a couple of years now. He is a huge guy. Physically, he looks the part. Maybe he competes with Britton at left tackle, so at least you got some competition there as well. But whoever doesn't win the Dylan Wade Miller competition at right tackle, perhaps that guy moves to right guard, because I don't know who. You've got Cameron Stutz coming back as a guard. You've got Jeremiah Miller over here at left guard as well.
Jeremiah Wright.
Yeah,
I'm here to help.
Jeremiah Wright. Yeah. Thank you. You're doing your job.
Yeah.
At left guard, and then you've got the Eastern Carolina
Avery Jones.
transfer. Avery Jones at center.
Yeah.
Who's he competing with? Perhaps Tate Johnson. No.
He's got that job.
He's got that job.
Yeah.
So basically you've got
Stutz competition's got that job.
You think so?
Yes. Did you watch?
Yeah.
Huh?
I did.
Okay.
I watched.
I don't need to see the other one. My eyes don't. Yes.
So the loser of the Isaiah Miller, Dylan Wade moves to guard.
Could or someone. Someone like else. That, and because I'm not.
Well, who else is it gonna be?
Well, there's some incoming freshmen too.
Yeah. Okay, Connor Lou, you want to throw him in there?
You could, and I'm not saying that that's ideal compared to guys that have had snaps, but I think we've upgraded some of the positions that we thought were going to get snaps at Auburn. I like Jeremiah Wright. I've always liked him since seeing him in high school, and I think that what we saw from him in half of the season last year gives you no sense other than he's going to have a couple of years of starting role there at Auburn, and if he keeps getting better and a little bit meaner and got all those things, all those variables that you're looking for, he could be very, very good.
I don't know if he can get meaner.
I hope not. I hope that he just, gets bigger and stronger.
Yeah.
And, gets rid of, he's had the injury bug dating back to high school. So you got to hope that the strength and getting all of that situated keeps him out there on the field because he makes us a lot better.
He really did. I like his demeanor out there, for sure. Even the penalties.
Oh,
I'll take a few of those.
Compared to what we've dealt with on the offensive line play, just give me a couple of those and I'll deal with them.
Yeah. We're up against another break here. Don't go anywhere. More to come right after these messages.
Tails are wagging and pets are bragging about Zoom to Groom. Columbus, Phoenix City, and Smith Station. Zoom to Groom comes to you. It's mobile pet grooming from the comfort of your driveway. Schedule your appointment now online at zoomtogroom.net or by phone at 334-740-9909.
At CNT Electric, our clients are our priority. For the safety and security of your family and home, our technicians are professionally trained, drug tested, background checked, and wear uniforms with name tags. We're proud to have served the Elk City, Dadeville, and Lake Martin areas for the past 10 years. Give us a call at 256-234-0007 for all your electrical service and repair needs, or visit us on the web at www.cntelectricllc.com and spell out the word "and."
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce, because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
76% of nurses say they went into the profession because they wanted to help patients. No matter the reason you decided to become a nurse, you have all the tools needed to advance your degree at Jacksonville State University. Our Master's in Nursing program is now offered fully online and can be completed in less than 2 years. You can customize a flexible course schedule so you can receive your advanced education degree all while working on the front line. JSU Nursing, your opportunity to advance your career and serve your community.
Lake Martin Garage, located on Highway 280 in Jackson's Gap, has been serving our area since 1993. From routine maintenance such as oil changes, tune-ups, and rotating and balancing your tires, to transmission and engine repair, our trained and certified mechanics will get you back on the road better than before. Need a tow? With a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week towing service, Lake Martin Garage has local and long-range pickup. Trust your vehicle needs to the professionals at Lake Martin Garage. Call 256-825-6139, or better yet, stop in and see them today. Lake Martin Garage.
WAXC TV3's Basketball Game of the Week is presented by Glenn Smith Chevrolet Buick GMC on the Columbus Parkway in Opelika. Get ready to smile. Catch game replays on WAXC TV3 and on our Roku app. Games replay Monday and Friday at 8 p.m. and also Saturday and Sunday at 6:30. Catch the replays of these games airing now from Glenn Smith Chevrolet Buick GMC in Opelika and WAXC TV3.
What's the verdict?
Can't fix your heat pump. Need a new one.
Uh-oh. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking Daikin.
Call on Kevin Kill and Sunshine Heating and Air at 256-825-4849, Central Alabama's premier Daikin dealer.
So what's he thinking?
Oh, he's thinking Daikin.
Daikin, one of the top selling in the world.
Now I'm thinking Daikin.
Daikin. Comfort for life.
Tails are wagging and pets are bragging about Zoom to Groom. Columbus, Phoenix City, and Smith Station. Zoom to Groom comes to you. It's mobile pet grooming from the comfort of your driveway. Schedule your appointment now online at zoomtogroom.net or by phone at 334-740-9909.
Brubaker Motors in Montgomery is the largest and fastest growing used car dealership in the River Region. You can absolutely get a better buy at Brubaker. It's better at Brubaker.com.
Brubaker, 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 Brubaker.
You can absolutely get a better buy at Brubaker.
BREWBAKER. BREWBAKER.com.
It's better at Brubaker.com.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and Randy here with you. Just a couple of more segments in today's show, brought to you each and every day by Mortgage Pro, the Eric McKinley team, saving people thousands of dollars each and every year on their home mortgages and closing loans in about 15 days. So you can't beat that for sure. They take care of the veterans there. They do it. They're an award-winning business. Let's just face it. Eric McKinley won Lender of the Year, I think, this year. Just a wonderful organization right here in Alexander City. They service the entire state of Alabama. That's Mortgage Pro, the Eric McKinley team, for all your mortgage needs. Always looking out for your best interest. 256-397-0248. Looking at some more of these questions for Auburn football heading into the offseason. Who steps up at linebacker? That is a good question.
It's such a good question. I don't think there's a correct answer. I hope we're average. I hoped that we were average last year. Did you feel like we got average play from the linebacking position last year?
Average play? Yeah, I thought we were average.
Papo was he was good enough to where it swayed it to average.
Yeah, that's probably.
Okay.
I mean, look, yeah, okay, I'll give you that.
Because he's gone.
Yeah, he's not back.
And
you got
the guys that we picked up were they weren't key pieces of the teams that they're coming from.
No, but I mean, we're talking about a true freshman with Tolan. You expect him to be better, and the people from LSU, when they're really, really sad that a guy leaves, you feel like he's got some. But you don't think he's got?
No, it's just I think there's some ability there.
And Keys from Ole Miss. Yeah. Is he an Asante that we got from North Carolina?
I hope not. I hope all of them are productive.
Could we have three transfers?
The question is, what's the definition of step up?
Yeah.
Does that mean like they play and they tackle some people? Or are they potential all-SEC caliber players?
Yeah.
Like, I don't see any of these guys. I mean, we got to tap the brakes a little bit with what you're going to be able to go out there and get. And we are in a state surrounded by Bo's and Joes that fit the bill of all-conference style linebackers. We don't have them on
Robert
campus.
Woodyard?
Man, you want my pick? Like, really?
Yes.
He was committed to Alabama, and we had him in basketball several times.
Yes.
And I've seen the Nico Johnsons of the world play basketball for Andalusia and some others. And when they walk in the gym, it's like, my gosh, Reggie Ragland. And we're calling a Reggie Ragland Bob Jones game, I think, when he was in the 8th grade, and he was, drop step dunking in the 8th grade, down in the post, winning a state championship, and he was their best player. I've seen some of these guys, and they already look like, and I've seen Woodyard, and I never thought that. He reminds me a lot of the kid at BB Comer. He's a good player.
Okay.
Really exceptionally built for a young guy, even at 16, 17 years old. Not very tall, not very lengthy, but really, really built. Those guys scare me. The ones that don't scare me are the 16, 17-year-old, long, lengthy, don't look like they're already workout machines, Mike Tyson-looking guys, at 16, 17 years old. And is that fair? That's my opinion of Woodyard. I hope I'm wrong. But first time I saw him, I thought that. And he was committed to Alabama at the time.
Yeah.
So I think that he was a good pickup for Auburn at the time, just to step out there and get it. I don't know kind of how all of that played out. I don't want to sound overly negative, but I don't have a lot of confidence in that linebacking room.
Yeah, I mean, Cam Riley taking a step forward.
I thought he had his moments last year, and he is one of those guys that probably needs to put a little bit of size on, that has that height. He's 6'3", 6'4". He's long. He's kind of got that Carlos Dansby style look, where if he continues to put another 8 or 10 pounds on every offseason, that he can become physical enough to be really good.
Stay healthy.
He had games last year, and I think part of that though is, some of this. So I think he's the best of the bunch.
We got enough in the room. Can we? And I would assume we're going to end up probably playing a lot of. I mean, the base defense is, I don't know, 4-2-5 or is it 3-4? We're so multiple that I don't know if Don Roberts has a base defense for what we're going to be in, but we seem to be playing a lot more of the 4-2-5 than we used to years ago. So can we, out of that room, can you put two linebackers out there?
Yeah.
That one can have 80 tackles.
Yeah, I think so. I don't think – I'm not looking and going, there's no talent. I don't mean to say that. I mean, but again, back to the definition of step up.
Yeah.
Like step up and make some plays and can
Step
be
up
serviceable.
and lead us in tackles.
And be serviceable, sure. I think we got some guys that can be serviceable. Yeah. I sure am waiting for the guy that's the All-American. Who's the last All-American we had at linebacker at Auburn University?
All-American?
I'm talking about a
big-time stud.
I'm talking about a guy, Takeo Spikes.
Yeah,
Like
Takeo
he
Spikes.
is the best football player on the field when we walk out there.
Takeo Spikes, probably.
Probably so.
I mean, yeah, probably so.
And most of our
Trey Blackman was supposed to be.
That didn't work out.
But it just didn't work out.
No, sir.
Yeah. But he was an animal at times.
Yeah, but it did not work out. But my point is, every one of our major competitors have had multiples of guys at that middle linebacker spot that have been out of this world. And Auburn just has missed that. Yeah. We've been serviceable, and I think this group is serviceable, but I can't wait till we go out there and get some that are All-American.
That'd be nice.
Yes.
That'd be nice. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with one final segment of the Auburn Blitz on this Thursday, right after this.
Hey guys, this is Nate Paz with Airport Motors.
I'm Connor Branch with Fairway Auto Brokers in Opelika, Alabama.
And this is your first ever Lake Martin Summer Car Blitz.
That's right, Lake Martin. Airport Motors and Fairway Auto Brokers is teaming up for the very first Lake Martin Summer Car Blitz. Make sure to check out either website for the very best selection of pre-owned luxury trucks, SUVs, and sedans in East Alabama. Get pre-approved in minutes online and make sure to use the keyword Summer Blitz in the comments section for $500 off internet price. That's keyword Summer Blitz.
Folks around these parts have known for a long time that Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280, is your #1 stop for automotive service and repair. At Walls Tire, you'll always find quality service at a fair price on everything from AC, name brand tires, big or small repairs, routine maintenance, towing, and more. When your car or truck needs to run right, there's one place in the area to go, conveniently located and easy to find. Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280.
Don't be caught in a dirty vehicle. Lake Martin Mobile Detailing will have your vehicle or boat looking like brand new in no time, and you'll be back driving in style. They specialize in detailing, paint correction, gel coat restoration, and ceramic coating. Take it to the professionals at Lake Martin Mobile Detailing. Call them today at 256-794-2328 or stop by and see them at 702 McCarty Road in Dadeville. Mention this ad and receive $10 off. Lake Martin Mobile Detailing for your cleanest vehicles around.
EnviroCare is the standard in East Central Alabama for all your pest control and termite needs. EnviroCare exclusively offers Centricon termite colony elimination system that is the industry's most effective termite control to protect your home year-round. The EnviroCare team's service is also the standard for our customers. From eliminating home pests to superior termite control, nobody cares like EnviroCare, serving Lake Martin and East Central Alabama.
Russell Do-It Center and building supply stores have the tools and materials to get the job done right, whether you're a professional contractor or just a weekend do-it-yourselfer. With everyday customer conveniences like a drive-through lumber yard, price match promise, and our Best Rewards program, each of our 9 locations offer top brands and building materials like lumber, hardware, tools, paint, lawn and garden, and much more. Visit today and see what Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply can help you build tomorrow.
Grain and Leaf, located at 6068 Highway 63 South, is Lake Martin's premier boutique-style bottle shop with a unique array of sophistication for everyone. Appropriately named for its exclusive selection of top spirits, wine, and craft beer, Grain and Leaf also has a number of fine cigars for you to choose from. They also carry the full line of Hornsby Farms assorted jellies and pottery. Open 10 to 7 Monday through Saturday and noon to 5 on Sundays, Grain and Leaf is your premier shop in the Lake Martin area.
The Eric McKinley team at Mortgage Pro in Alexander City is the perfect lender for all your mortgage needs. Property values have increased and interest rates have never been so low. So if you haven't looked at refinancing your house in the last 6 to 12 months, Mortgage Pro is here to help you take advantage of that. Our team is closing loans in 15 days or less, so give us a call at 256-397-0248 and let our team go to work for you today.
Need that boost to get you started in the morning or help get you through a long day at the office? Alex City Nutrition is your answer. Alex City Nutrition, located on 2nd Broad Street in downtown Alex City, offers meal replacement shakes, post-workout shakes, extreme rebuild products, and a vast array of loaded teas that offer focus, energy, and build up your immunity and overall health. Want to buy in bulk? We now offer your favorite flavors by the gallon. Come by Alex City Nutrition today or call 256-496-8284 to begin your journey to great health.
Welcome back, everyone, to the final segment of the Auburn Blitz. Andy and Randy taking you up to 1 o'clock on this lovely Thursday afternoon. It is January the 19th. On this day in 1974, Notre Dame defeated UCLA 71-70 in South Bend, ending UCLA's 88-game winning streak. The coach of Notre Dame was...
Oh, my, he was on ESPN forever.
Digger Phelps.
Digger Phelps,
Yeah.
Yes, he was. And I think that spiraled downhill after that for UCLA. They lost several more games in the season. I don't think they made the championship game, correct? And this was Bill Walton's final year.
I think you're right.
I think.
Although I think there was a rematch in Poly Pavilion.
Yeah.
And I think they hammered Notre Dame.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was a stretch of college basketball that we'll never witness again.
I would never.
Just the talent level, especially down in the
88-game winning streak. Think about that.
And this is after Lou Alcindor.
Yes, it is.
This started after the Houston defeat. So Elvin Hayes beats UCLA in the Superdome in Houston, and then they go on an 88-game winning streak following that, with Bill Walton coming in to replace Lou Alcindor at the time. And so, yeah,
Unbelievable.
it's a run we won't see again.
No. 2002, remember it very well. AFC divisional playoff game happened today.
Wow.
Patriots defeated the Raiders 16-13 in overtime. The Tuck rule was born in a driving snowstorm. Tom Brady fumbled. Yes, he did fumble. But they called it an incomplete pass. Went back in the offseason, looked at it. It is, then that became what was known as the Tuck rule. But remember that game, right? That Adam Vinatieri, lined up in a driving snowstorm, kicked that field goal, and that kind of was, the birth of the Tom Brady lore.
20 years ago.
Can you believe
21 years ago.
21 years ago.
And the guy's still around, and we're still discussing
And he was
where
in the playoffs again.
Where he's going to end up next year, and does he go to a different nobody feels like he's going to retire at this point, do they?
No.
Like, I haven't heard a lot of people say that was that Tom Brady's last game. I think they all suspect that he's coming back for another year.
He's still got good arm strength, but, he can't move around very much. But, I mean, nobody – they don't expect you to. When you're Tom Brady, you can do what you want. Happy birthday on this day, Rudolph Wonderone Jr.
Who in the world?
Otherwise known as Minnesota Fats.
Okay. Yeah.
Pool player.
Yep.
Everybody knows the name Minnesota Fats.
Yep.
Whether you're a pool player or not, right? Gene Stapleton. Archie.
Yeah.
Edith Bunker. Born on this day, 1923. Minnesota, born on this day, 1913, by the way. Tippi Hedren, lovely Tippi Hedren.
Yeah.
You ever seen The Birds?
Yes.
Yeah, that's her.
Who was she married to a very famous actor? Was she married to Newman before he married John Woodward?
I don't know. That's a good question.
I may be wrong.
Yeah, I'm not sure. That's good. I don't know. But
I'll pull that up.
That's good. She's still alive, by the way. We could ask her.
Okay.
1930. Joe Schmidt, he was a college and Pro Football Hall of Fame linebacker with the Lions. Phil Everly of the Everly Brothers. I like the Everly Brothers.
I like one song. I mean,
just one?
Just it. That's
just
it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pat Patterson, Hall of Famer in the WWE, was the man responsible for creating the Royal Rumble.
There's been a lot of money made from that creation, hasn't
Yes, there has. Janis Joplin, born on this day, 1943. You like Janis Joplin?
I did, yeah.
Mm-hmm. She got Dan Reeves, really good coach. Never won a Super Bowl. A lot of people hold that against him, was with Denver with all those Super Bowl teams that lost. Took Atlanta to the Super Bowl and got beat by Denver. Ironically, got beat by Denver.
Great football player in his own right, too.
Very good.
For the Cowboys.
I believe he did win one Super Bowl with the Cowboys.
And I think that a touchdown pass by him on a trick play was one of the main reasons they won that championship that they won.
That's good information.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I knew you were here for some reason. Dolly Parton, born on this day.
Wow. Not many more beloved characters in American history than Dolly Parton.
No, two big reasons why people love her.
Yes.
Robert Palmer.
Yeah.
Simply Irresistible.
Very popular singer back during our 80s swing.
Yep. Steve DeBerg, born on this day.
Good player.
Long career in the NFL.
Yeah, took over for Joe Montana when he finished up his career with the Kansas City Chiefs and kind of kept that growth going. They never got over the hump with Marty Schottenheimer as a coach, but they were always really good.
They were always really good. Katie Seagal of Married with Children.
Yep.
Yeah. Otis Anderson.
Great player. Never forget, the championship game against the Bills that no one would suspect that the Giants would win, and he was a man amongst boys that night and had his moment and had his year. He was a good player, but he was never the player that he was that year before or after. But, man, he was special that year. He couldn't be stopped.
Absolutely. Chris Sabo.
Had a year. I think he was an MVP in like 90.
Played for the Reds on that World Series team.
I think he got a big contract.
He wore goggles.
And he was gone.
And then he was gone.
Yeah.
I don't, whatever happened to him. Stefan Edberg.
Yeah.
Won 6 titles. Pretty good. Junior Seau, great player. Life ended way too soon, tragically. Ugly situation. Luke Longley, Sean Wayans, Tyrone Wheatley.
Good player at Michigan. Decent player in the NFL.
Yeah. And Frank Caliendo.
All right, here we go. Tippy Hedger. She was married to Peter Griffith.
Okay.
That doesn't tell you a lot other than he was an actor, and he is the father, and she is the mother of Melanie Griffith. Did you know that? Which makes her the grandmother of Dakota Johnson.
I did not know that. That's good information.
You're welcome.
That's going to wrap it up for us. He's Randy. I'm Andy. So long for now. We'll talk again soon.